Your soulmate needs to talk to you. My beloved child, before this message reaches its end, you will understand why your soulmate has been searching for the right words but has not found the courage to speak them. They have replayed countless conversations inside their mind, started messages they never sent, and imagined what would happen if they finally stood before you with complete honesty. But something unexpected has shifted. A single moment changed everything they believed they could hide. What happened was not loud. It was not dramatic. It was quiet, powerful, impossible to ignore. Since that moment, your soulmate has realized that silence is no longer protecting them, it is only delaying what their heart has wanted to say all along. Don't skip, because every sentence from this point forward uncovers another layer of the truth they have been carrying. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate keeps asking themselves the same question again and again: what if I wait one more day? But every answer leads them back to you. The distance between both of you suddenly feels smaller than ever before, not because of chance, but because their heart refuses to keep pretending that everything is normal. They have begun noticing reminders of you in ordinary places. A familiar song, an unexpected memory, a simple smile from a stranger, everything somehow brings your name back into their thoughts. They never expected this to happen. They believed time would quiet their emotions. Instead, every passing day has made those feelings stronger, clearer, and impossible to escape. The conversation they need to have with you is no longer just important. To them, it feels like the only conversation that truly matters. There is another reason this message feels so urgent. Your soulmate recently experienced something that forced them to look at life differently. It was not a miracle falling from the sky or a dramatic event from a movie. It was a quiet realization that arrived without warning. They suddenly understood how quickly opportunities disappear when people keep waiting for the perfect moment. That realization shook them deeply. They remembered every word they never said to you, every chance they allowed to slip away because they feared saying too much or too soon. For the first time, they stopped worrying about what could go wrong and started thinking about everything they could lose by remaining silent. That is why their heart has become restless. Something inside them keeps whispering that if they don't reach out now, they may spend a lifetime wondering what could have happened. They don't want another unanswered question. They don't want another unfinished chapter. They want clarity, honesty, and a chance to finally tell you what has been growing inside them for far longer than you realize. Every hour that passes feels heavier because they know this conversation cannot wait forever. What makes this even more surprising is that your soulmate has begun seeing pieces of your connection from an entirely different perspective. Small moments that once seemed ordinary now appear incredibly meaningful. They remember tiny details they once overlooked, the way you spoke, the kindness you showed without expecting anything in return, the quiet strength you carried when nobody else noticed. These memories refuse to leave them alone. They have become constant reminders that genuine connections are rare and should never be taken for granted. Your soulmate has started asking themselves whether destiny gives people second chances or whether those chances disappear forever if ignored. That question has changed everything. Instead of running from their emotions, they have started walking directly toward them. Don't skip, because the next step they are preparing to take could change the entire direction of your connection. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Every heartbeat seems to repeat the same message inside them: talk now, don't wait anymore. The courage they lacked yesterday is slowly replacing the fear that once controlled every decision. They are beginning to believe that honesty, even when difficult, is far better than wondering forever. And now the most unexpected part begins. Your soulmate is no longer preparing for a simple conversation. They are preparing for a moment that they believe could redefine everything between both of you. They are carefully choosing their words because they know that one honest sentence can carry more weight than years of silence. They don't want to impress you with perfect phrases. They want to reveal the truth they have hidden for too long. Yet there is one final detail they have not been able to decide. There is one thought they continue holding back because they fear it might change everything the instant it is spoken aloud. That hidden truth is the real reason this conversation has become urgent. It is bigger than an apology. Bigger than a confession. Bigger than anything they imagined they would ever admit. Right now, your soulmate stands on the edge of revealing something they never thought another person would hear. And as they prepare to take that step, they have no idea that what happens next could become the beginning of a completely different story, one they have secretly hoped for every single day. A strange calm has settled over your soulmate, but beneath that calm, their heart is racing faster than ever before. They have reached the point where pretending everything is fine no longer feels possible. Every day they delay this conversation, another question appears in their mind, another memory returns, another reason reminds them why you have remained impossible to forget. They never expected one person to leave such a lasting mark on their thoughts. Yet here they are, replaying moments that once seemed ordinary but now feel unforgettable. The biggest surprise is not that they still think about you, it is that their feelings have become clearer instead of fading. They have stopped searching for distractions because nothing has been able to replace the connection they believe still exists. Don't skip, because the next piece of this story reveals why they suddenly feel that time is no longer on their side. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have begun writing words they never send, practicing conversations that never happen, imagining your reaction to truths they have carried alone for far too long. Each attempt ends the same way. They erase everything, then start again. But every new beginning sounds more honest than the last. During the past few days, something completely unexpected happened inside your soulmate's heart. They found themselves smiling at memories they once tried to ignore. Instead of focusing on what could have gone wrong, they started thinking about everything that still could go right. That single change in perspective gave them courage they never believed they possessed. Suddenly, the impossible began to feel possible. The distance between you no longer looked permanent. The silence no longer felt endless. They started believing that one genuine conversation has the power to change an entire future. That realization became impossible to escape. It followed them through quiet mornings, busy afternoons, and peaceful nights. Everywhere they looked, they were reminded that life rewards people who are brave enough to speak from the heart. They don't want perfect timing anymore. They want a real moment. They want honesty. They want to know whether the connection they have quietly protected still has a chance to become something greater. Every passing hour strengthens that desire until it becomes impossible to ignore. What they have not told anyone is that they are carrying one final question they want to ask you. It is not a question that can be answered with a single word. It is the kind of question that opens a completely new chapter. Before asking it, they want you to understand everything they have been feeling in silence. They want you to know that every delay came from uncertainty, never from a lack of care. They want you to see the version of themselves that no one else has ever truly seen. That is why this conversation feels so important. It is not about changing the past. It is about creating a future without unanswered questions. Don't skip, because the next revelation explains why this moment feels different from every other moment before it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has already made one important decision. They are no longer willing to let fear make choices on their behalf. Whatever happens next, they want it to be built on truth instead of silence. As this new chapter quietly begins, your soulmate is standing closer to their decision than ever before. They can almost picture the moment when everything they have hidden finally becomes spoken aloud. Yet there is still one missing piece they have not revealed to anyone. A discovery has recently given them hope they never expected to find, and it has completely transformed the way they see your connection. That discovery is the reason they believe reaching out now could change everything. They have protected this secret because they wanted the timing to be right. But the moment is approaching faster than they imagined. The words they have guarded for so long are finally ready to be spoken, and once they are, nothing between you will feel quite the same again. What your soulmate is preparing to reveal next is not just another thought. It is the truth they believe has the power to reshape the story both of you have been living all along. A quiet certainty has begun replacing every doubt your soulmate once carried. They can no longer convince themselves that waiting is the right choice. Every sunrise feels like another reminder that some moments are too valuable to postpone. They have spent so much time wondering what you might think, what you might say, and whether your heart could possibly understand everything they have never spoken aloud. But recently, something inside them changed forever. They stopped imagining every possible obstacle and started imagining what life could look like if they finally chose honesty. That single shift has become impossible to ignore. Don't skip, because what your soulmate realized next is something they never expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have reached the point where silence feels heavier than truth. Every unfinished sentence has become a weight they are tired of carrying. Every memory of you now reminds them that real connections deserve real courage. They are no longer searching for the perfect excuse to reach out, they are searching for the perfect moment, and they believe that moment is drawing closer than ever before. The most surprising part is that your soulmate has started noticing signs of growth within themselves that were never there before. They are more patient, more thoughtful, and more willing to face emotions they once tried to avoid. They understand now that genuine feelings cannot be hidden forever. Every attempt to move forward without addressing what lives inside their heart has only brought them back to the same place, you. They remember conversations that seemed ordinary at the time but now feel deeply meaningful. They remember kindness that stayed with them long after the moment had passed. They remember details that no one else would notice, yet those details have become the foundation of everything they feel today. Slowly, they have come to realize that some people enter your life for a reason that only becomes clear much later. That realization has filled them with both excitement and anticipation. They no longer see your connection as something temporary. They see it as a story that still has unwritten pages waiting to be discovered. As these thoughts continue growing stronger, your soulmate has begun preparing for a conversation unlike any they have imagined before. They do not want to speak from fear. They do not want to speak from uncertainty. They want every word to come from complete sincerity. That is why they have been reflecting on everything that truly matters instead of everything that once frightened them. Don't skip, because the next truth changes the entire meaning of this story. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have realized that one honest conversation can erase months of confusion. One genuine moment can replace countless unanswered questions. They are no longer focused on what they might lose. Instead, they are thinking about everything they might finally gain by opening their heart. This new confidence has surprised even them. It feels as though they have stepped into a version of themselves that has been waiting quietly for the courage to appear. Every passing day strengthens their belief that some opportunities should never be left unexplored. Now your soulmate stands closer than ever to revealing the one thought they have protected for so long. It is not simply an emotion. It is not merely a memory. It is a realization powerful enough to change how they see both the past and the future. They have discovered that the strongest connections are not built through perfect timing but through honest choices made at the right moment. That understanding has become the reason they can no longer remain silent. Yet there is still one final truth they have not shared, a truth that explains why this conversation suddenly feels so urgent. They are waiting for the exact moment to speak, believing that when those words finally leave their heart, they will open a door that has been quietly waiting to be unlocked all along. And what they are preparing to reveal next is far greater than you could possibly imagine. It is the one truth they believe has the power to transform everything between you forever. A new feeling has quietly taken over your soulmate's heart. It is no longer uncertainty. It is expectation. They have reached a place where every passing day feels like a countdown toward a conversation they know can no longer be delayed. They have imagined this moment so many times that it almost feels real already. They picture looking into your eyes, taking one deep breath, and finally saying everything they have carried in silence. But there is one detail they have never shared with anyone. Before deciding to reach out, they made a promise to themselves. They promised that when they finally spoke to you, there would be no half-truths, no confusion, and no pretending. Every word would come directly from the heart. Don't skip, because the next revelation explains why that promise has suddenly become impossible to break. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have realized that genuine connections deserve complete honesty, even when honesty feels overwhelming. That realization has become the turning point they never expected. Over the last few days, your soulmate has started noticing something extraordinary. Every time they tried convincing themselves to wait a little longer, life seemed to remind them of you again. A familiar place. A familiar song. A simple conversation with someone else that unexpectedly brought your memory rushing back. They began asking themselves why your presence continues to appear in moments when they least expect it. Instead of ignoring those moments, they started paying attention. The more they reflected, the clearer everything became. They finally understood that some people leave an imprint on your heart that time cannot erase. That understanding changed the way they see the future. Instead of wondering whether they should reach out, they began wondering why they waited so long. Every unanswered question now feels like an invitation to finally seek the truth. Every memory has become another reason to stop hiding what they truly feel. Their heart is no longer asking for permission, it is asking for action. There is another secret they have kept hidden until now. Before making this decision, they looked back at every moment that connected both of you. They realized that the strongest memories were never the biggest ones. They were the quiet moments that seemed ordinary but somehow stayed alive inside their heart. Those memories became proof that what they feel is real. That is why they are determined not to let fear decide the ending of this story. Don't skip, because what happens next changes everything your soulmate believes about this connection. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have already decided that the next conversation will not be about the past alone. It will be about possibilities, about hope, and about everything that still remains unwritten. The courage they have been searching for is finally beginning to outweigh every doubt that once held them back. Now only one final step remains. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that has the power to reshape everything they have kept hidden. They know the words they are about to speak cannot be taken back, but for the first time, that thought no longer frightens them. Instead, it fills them with peace. They believe that truth always finds its way to the surface, no matter how long it has been buried. And the truth they are preparing to reveal is greater than a simple confession. It is the reason this message became urgent from the very beginning. Something inside them is telling them that this is the moment they have been waiting for, and once they take that final step, the story between both of you will begin moving in a direction neither of you expected. The biggest revelation, however, has still not been spoken, and when it finally is, it will explain why your soulmate needed to talk to you immediately all along. A quiet excitement now fills your soulmate's heart because they know there is no turning back. The decision has already been made inside them, even if the words have not yet been spoken. They have crossed the line between wondering and knowing. For so long, they believed that keeping their feelings hidden would protect both of you from uncertainty. Now they understand that silence only created more questions than answers. Every day they waited, their heart became louder. Every memory became brighter. Every thought somehow found its way back to you. Don't skip, because the next truth reveals why this moment feels completely different from every moment before it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has finally accepted that some connections are too meaningful to leave unfinished. They are no longer hoping that life will somehow speak on their behalf. They have decided that the next move must come from them. That realization has given them a kind of confidence they have never felt before. Something else happened that they never expected. They began imagining not the conversation itself, but what comes after it. They imagined the relief of no longer carrying hidden emotions. They imagined finally knowing where both of you truly stand instead of living with endless uncertainty. That picture of the future has become stronger than every fear they once carried. It has become the reason they wake up with hope instead of hesitation. The words they once struggled to find now seem to come naturally whenever they think of you. They have stopped trying to sound perfect because they know authenticity matters far more than perfection. They simply want you to hear the truth exactly as it lives inside their heart. Every passing moment convinces them that honesty creates opportunities that silence never can. The future they want, though,